Hello, I'm Descomin. Welcome to my channel. It is the day the Lord has made. I will just be glad in it. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed, and to you and his family, and even send message across to me. I really thank you for your love. Today we'll be talking about the subject of problems. Now, and the area I want to deal about today is the source of problems, where problems do come from. Problem could be defined as a difficult situation that needs to be resolved. A difficult situation that needs to be resolved. Now, because of this video, I'd like to do a distinction between problem and challenging. Challenges are external factors that challenge who you are, while problems are issues that come out of you as a person. The man is created the fashion that will live by a seed time and harvest principle. We sow the seed and we reap it. In Genesis 8:22, the Bible talks about as long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, day and night shall not cease. Many church leaders normally refer that passage to giving and receiving, but it's not just that. It's the whole being of man. Jesus, Paul saying in the book of Galatians, say that God cannot be mocked. Whatsoever man soweth, that shall he reap. God cannot be mocked. So it's a fashion in which God has programmed us to live in, that we shall live in this pattern, that we shall reap and we shall sow. So every problem we find ourselves in life begins as a seed. Begins as a seed. It begins as a seed. We start sowing it as we sow. Now, we sow through the things we say, and through the things we do, and through the things we think. Somebody might say, "Well, how can thought be a seed?" Now, Jesus says something that, says something as a man, look at the book of Matthew 5, say, if you look at a woman lustfully, you've committed fornication with her already. In the realm of the spirit, your thoughts are already intentions executed. That's why it's a seed and can be counted against you. The seed keep sowing in our life has been a way of being having the benefit of surviving because of the covering factor. There's something I call a covering factor. A covering factor is something in your life that hinders you from seeing that what you are doing is not good, because the covering factor has a way of helping you not to immediately suffer what you have sown. Now, for instance, I had a stroke in 2022, and the issue was like this. Prior to having the stroke manifesting, I was treated as an hypertensive patient, and so I was regularly at the hospital for my normal checkup. And at times, the blood pressure was high, and they would ask me to lie down and inject me. And sometimes they would ask me to take the day. I would just be in the hospital the whole day. But I had this attitude of saying that having stroke is not my portion, and I say I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. It will not happen to me. And the attitude was very, very, very wrong. And the doctors keep insisting that with this attitude of man, one day I'll eventually have a stroke. And I keep saying, no, I'm the child of God. It will not happen. Eventually, it happened. Now, what happened? Because I saw myself looking physically healthy, not knowing that internally I was not well. So my physical looking was a covering factor over my health situation, and I could not sense it that this is what will happen. And finally, I got a stroke in 2020. Up to now, I'm still walking and leaping. Now, you see, you could have finances. You could be careless with your finances. But because you have other means of finance coming in, it's overcovering your carelessness, your negligence towards the finances. Those finances are your covering factor. Sometimes you could have a wrong attitude towards people, your disposition to people. That because you are rich and in well-placed position, that position and your wealth could be a covering factor, and you will not see what you are doing, and you will not have a direct benefit of the seed that you have sown into your life. And now, as you've not seen it, you think like, okay, all is well. By the time you know it, My brother, my sister, the truth is this: it has taken roots in your life. It has affected all parts of your body. That even affected your consciousness, your subconsciousness. That even when you realize there's a problem, for you to now change will be a difficulty, because by then the seed has affected all your senses. All your senses has affected all your spirit man, and has reflected in all your senses. And this is the point where the enemy comes in to strengthen, to make your problem worse. And how does it do it? It does it with the law of continuity, the law of strengthening. This law says that when a man is involved in something, the spirits, either of God or of the devil, are by law empowered to strengthen a man. So if you're doing an evil thing, they are there to strengthen you. If you're doing a good thing, they're there to strengthen you. The Spirit of God will strengthen you. You're doing the good thing. The Spirit of the devil will strengthen you. You're doing the wrong thing. And then this strengthening will come and manifest in in different dimensions. Generally, I just want to tell about three dimensions which are normally manifest. The first dimension, since you're sown a seed, the spirit will hook up to your bloodline. They'll hook up to whatever negative thing happen in your bloodline and attach your character, your attitude to make it manifest. So you see people having one sickness and generate to another sickness. Wow, the enemy has hooked it up to their bloodline. Now the next thing the devil does is this. The Bible says in the book of Matthew 12, Matthew 13:25 says, while men slept, the enemy came and sowed. I would like you to go through that verse again. It says in the book of Matthew 13:25, it says, when men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, and he went away. He did not stay there to watch. You see, he knew that your character, your attitude will nurture the seed. So he sowed seeds that will create your problem in your life. So that's the second dimension. He sow the seed and allow you to use your character and nurture the seed. Now the third dimension is what I call the perception dimension. You see, some of us we go through problems in life and that we say that this problem is caused by outside factor, your father, your mother, your institution, economy, this external factor. Now, if you live in that mindset that the problems you face in life are caused by external factor than what by you, you're in for an everlasting problem. That's the simple truth. Because Jesus saying in book of John 14, verse 30 says, the enemy cometh and findeth nothing in me. He wants to give Jesus problem. He wants to increase the problem of Jesus if he had any. So he came and he not find anything in Jesus. See, the enemy works with what you have in you to deal with you. So you want to multiply a problem. He comes and say, let me see what is inside this man, what is inside this woman, and then he sows a seed relating to that problem. And you see your problem move from health to finance, from relationship, your marriages, to every aspect of your life. So, my brother, we need to guard against these things happening to our life, especially if you have a perception that the challenges you're going through, you have nothing to do about it, that it's just the devil. My brother, you're in for an everlasting problem. Now, I appreciate so much if you help me share this video, and by next week, Friday, I'll be coming up to share with you the Bible principles on how to tackle problems we face in life. I want to say, God bless you. See you next week.